Something Manchester United, it's what it's about. We've just got a few finals. We want to show you a few clips and kind of the history. Do you remember this one? 1968 against Benfica.
Manchester United.
So Bobby.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I mean, and I think that's what this club is about. I think I came here because of that, because of the history. You know, I think it's an honour to play for a club that has these huge traditions.
Yeah, I think it's easier for us in the different country to understand how big is Manchester United. Sometimes people here forget about that, maybe even a little bit our players. But when you come from abroad, you understand that this is Manchester United. No matter what the context, you feel that the history, and that's why this club will always be a top club because of that, the past, and also everything around, the fans, the way they behave. So you can understand that.
I mean, this one, do you remember this one, obviously?
That I watched. I remember exactly where I was.
I was in the ground. I was in the Bayern under-18 team. I was up in the stand.
Yeah, it was an amazing game. It was really tough for Manchester United. I remember.
Bayern played great.
Yeah. They have a lot of situations in the end, but then Fergie time can change everything.
Yeah.
I remember quite well this game.
And then, obviously, we've got... Do you remember this one?
Yes.
Against Ajax in Stockholm?
Yes. I had I made my post-graduation and was explaining the idea for this final.
Really? I think it was for... I remember it was for...
we'll see if you...
Not the league. Yeah. But it was for, he went to Tottenham to have the ball.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because they knew De Ligt was a little bit better a ball player, so they were going to let him play, weren't they?
And also, he was thinking that they were really good on the high pressure.
Yeah.
So I remember they had Fellaini, and the idea was to put the long ball, second balls, and then pass the first pressure of Ajax, because a lot of situations from Ajax came from recovery high in the pitch.
Yeah.
And then they avoid that, and Mourinho was really smart on that.
It's interesting you say that, because I think if I think back to the finals, I think back to '99 set pieces, so two corners. Think back to we won against Chelsea in 08 penalties, and then you think about this one 2017. It was a bad throw from Ajax, remember? It was a terrible throw. It was a terrible throw from the left back.
I remember that we score in the first half.
Yeah, but it started from a bad throw. But what I mean is all the games are decided by set pieces.
A lot of things. If you see our last games, sometimes it's some details. Brentford, we had a throw-in. Patrick receives the ball, kicks the ball inside our box. We fight for the ball, throw-in, and then they were throwing that strong throw-in inside the box with the center defenders there, and we suffered the first goal. So I think we can relate with a lot of games here. I remember Bournemouth, we were okay in the game. Nottingham Forest set pieces. So I think it's really important.
I think from my experience as well as a player, I think sometimes, as a central midfield player, I think second balls can control the game. If you win a lot of second balls and you win a lot of duels, actually, it gives you a little bit of confidence or momentum, especially when a team is maybe not at its peak confidence. But I think winning second balls allows you to grow into a game, especially in a final.
Yeah, especially when you cannot have that build-up that you want, and you lose one ball and you lose again the ball. When you put a long ball and you win the second ball, you pass that pressure, and then you have more space to control the game. Even for the environment of the game, to our fans. Here, if you win the second ball, you can see the game in our second ball. You can start from there the play without building up and 10 passes to reach that point. So I think it's really important.
How do you approach the final? Obviously, it's a team that you know really well from the league. I mean, we played Chelsea in 2008, and I think it almost helped because we knew every player. We knew everybody's role. So in the end, it was more about just winning individual battles or winning your duels. And if you did that, you can win the game. There were no surprises like that.
Yeah. We need to look at our two games. One of the things that is good facing Tottenham, they are really good, but you can understand what they are going to do, because they have a so strong identity. They will not change. That is a good thing. For example, Manchester United with Mourinho, they change all the time the way they play because of the opponents. they are really strong on that because they win a lot of corners. So that is a key point. We have an idea how they are going to press. They have an idea how we are going to build up. So I think it's going to be a tough match for both teams.
Do you think you do anything different tactically to maybe spring a surprise?
No,
you know,
I always look at the opponent to see where is the space, but we have an identity. In that way, for me, it's easier for our players to understand. But of course, if they defend with 4 or with 5, we change completely the way we play with the wing backs, for example. So I think I'm changing all the time.
Well, I just want to wish you all the best. Good luck. Good luck for the final.
Thank you.
And hope it goes well.
Yeah, I hope the next coach in a lot of years is watching
They will.
this final.
They will.
I hope so.
Let's hope so.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm really looking forward to that game. For me, it cannot be soon enough. It takes, all the waiting it feels always longer than, because it's such a big game. It's a final. It's something special because you work hard to be in a final. So yeah, it's gonna be really special.
For the team.
Well, I think physically it's been a long season, a tough season. We've played a lot of games. If you're in a positive mood with winning games, it's always easier. So maybe this is even more demanding, physically but also mentally. But I don't think for the final you need to be prepared mentally, because just hearing final just gives your body that boost what you need. So yeah, mentally I don't think you have to really do anything extra. Physically, of course, you have to take care good of your body. Maybe even more for these last weeks, and especially then for the final. So everything.
What it mean to you personally?
Personally, it will be a big achievement. Of course, it's Europa League. It's a final. It's a big competition. After the Champions League, you have Europa League, so it's a big competition. It's a big prize to win. Something which will be amazing.
Final.
It's like I said, the road to the final was not been easy. Has not been easy. We've not lost one game, but we drew some games. Some games were really tight. Some games were really tough. Especially the Lyon game was unbelievable. So yeah, I think on the road you learn a lot. You learn how to be able to win the games even when it's not going well. So yeah, in the Europa League we've managed to do that. So that's something you can be. Personally, I've played a lot of games. I think the most amount of games probably in my career. So in that aspect, it's a 10. It's a 10. But of course, you cannot neglect the fact that it's in the league it's not what I've expected, not what everybody have expected, and not up to our standards. So in that I'm not gonna rate that one. I think everybody knows which rating that gets.
No, obviously very high. We have a final to play, a very important game, not only for us but for the club. A very special occasion, playing a final of an European competition is always a special moment in a big achievement for everyone. But as we say in Portugal, you don't play finals, you win finals. No, we prepared. We're very happy to be there, but we prepared to give everything to lift that trophy. It's all about that. The team is doing great in the Europa League. It's a competition where we've been very successful, and we just want to carry on and do the best as we can in this final, because our fans will be traveling there. They've been there once. As I said before the game against Bilbao, the first one, I hope we can bring our fans twice to Bilbao. They will be there for the second time, and I hope they can be as happy as they were in the first one. No, it means a lot. As you said, it's not my first time, and we have not been successful in the first one. So I haven't played that final. It was basically, as we say, like finals you win, you don't play. So I counted as not played. Obviously, it was a different final as this one is going to be. Every final is different. Every moment is different. This time we'll have the full fans there to cheer us up. In the first one, unfortunately for us, was COVID time. We couldn't have them there, and that we used to have wasn't there. And I think that can be a big difference for us this time.
Yeah.
Very aggressive team in the front foot. They press very well. They defend with a high line where they're very well organized in that. They have players on the ball, quality-wise, very good. But obviously we will study, and we already know many of their threats and everything. But I think more than that, we need to focus on what we have to do to not give any chances away for them, but also to create a lot of chances for ourselves to score goals and win that game.
Yeah, of performance, of course.
Obviously, two different competitions. In the Premier League, it's a different sport. And when you play in an European competition, I think this season what I can tell about this competition is that in the Premier League too soon we lost the opportunity to win the league, and this club we can't be thinking about top 4 or top 6 or whatever. We need to think about winning the Premier League, and we lost that hope too soon, and our fans lost that. And I think as we went through in the Europa League, our fans found something to have some hope. We found something that we could create something special in that competition, and I think together with the fans we did create something very special. We had moments in games in Europa League that made us be in this final. So I think we understand very early that this competition was there for us. We wanted to go to the end from the first moment, but I think we understood that in a certain moment this was something that we could lift a trophy, we could have a silverware, and I think in together with the fans, as I said, we create something special, and I hope that we can create something even more special in Bilbao on next week.
Before the final.
No, I think we have to prepare ourselves as we're preparing for every game, because we always prepare ourselves to win games, not to anything else. So this isn't different. Obviously, it's different because you can lift a trophy by winning the game. But the way we prepare the games and we prepare trainings and we do things in trainings has to be always the same, 100%. It can't change. And if he has to change to the final to be more, it's something wrong already, because it's too late. So we've been training very well. We're not getting the results we want. We know that. But the training and the focus and everything we have to do is being there. So it's just about getting the same mood we had in the Europa League in every game, the same mentality, the same eager to win the game. And
Ruben Amorim threatens to drop Man United players for Europa League final. United manager insists best way to prepare for next week's match in Bilbao is by performing against Chelsea on Friday. Ruben Amorim has warned his Manchester United players that their places in the Europa League final will be at risk if he does not get their complete commitment against Chelsea. United face Chelsea at Stamford. It clear there will be no place for players trying to protect themselves with one eye on next Wednesday's final against Tottenham Hotspur in Bilbao. Amorim's side have not won in the Premier League for 2 months and only once in the competition since late February, with the team enduring a series of poor results either side of Europa League ties. The United manager has hinted at players picking and choosing their games, but he is demanding a big performance in West London as they look to build some momentum before the final and avoid the potential ignominy of finishing the Premier League campaign in 17th position. "I don't know it," Amorim said when asked if he knew his starting 11 to face Spurs. "I know already the starting 11 I am thinking for Chelsea, and then I will see for Tottenham. Even the way we play there against Chelsea, I will see it, and it is going to be important for the next one." Asked if players had the opportunity against Chelsea to stake a claim for a starting place against Spurs, Amorim added, "Yes, that is clear. Again, Chelsea is going to be a massive part for the next game, so we need to perform and they need to perform. That is an important thing. They will have a lot of time to recover for Tottenham, and we cannot spend 8 or 9 days without a game. That is a bad thing for the final." In May last year, when Erik ten Hag was still manager, former United captain Wayne Rooney accused some of United's players of deliberately ducking out of games to protect themselves for the FA Cup final or European Championship finals that summer. 12 months on, Amorim suggested no one at United should be looking beyond the Chelsea match as he sought to narrow his players' focus. "The best way is to face the game like we should face the game. It is to win," he said. We need to perform, we need to win points in the Premier League, and that is the feeling. We talk about that after West Ham. We need to improve in the way we face competitions and stay focused in every moment of the game. The only way I know to prepare for a final is that, in the normal game in our league, we must play the same way against Chelsea as a final. We have time to recover, so the best thing to prepare for the final is to play the game against Chelsea. I am just preparing the game of Chelsea, that is my focus. Asked if he felt United, who are currently 16th with just 39 points, were as far off as the table suggests, Amorim said it is hard to talk about that without looking like a crazy guy, but if you see the XG, for example,